giving chef. It's giving missing no meals. High up spiritually. No, I don't got no bars. Let's get into the video. Hi, my name is Kimberly Taylor and welcome to my channel. I hope you stay for a while, but ultimately I want you to treat this like a grocery store. Take what applies, leave what doesn't, but ultimately leave it what you came in for. And if you're ever in the market shopping for content again, you're always welcome back. And today we're continuing our series on the Daniel fast. We are making homemade tortilla. And as an added bonus, I'm going to show you how to make tortilla chips. They're quick, simple, and of course, tasty.
This recipe only calls for 4 simple ingredients. In a large mixing bowl, combine your flour, salt, and olive oil. Typically, I like to combine my dry ingredients first, just to make sure the salt is evenly distributed. However, it doesn't really make much of a difference as long as you combine your ingredients well. You want to hold off on the hot water, so it's best to warm it up later when you're ready to use it. Next, take a whisk or a spoon and combine the ingredients until it becomes crumbly. Now is when you need your hot water. Slowly add it to your mixture little by little until it becomes a thick dough consistency. You don't want the water to be boiling, but you do want it to be as hot as possible. You may notice that it may get a little sticky. If that happens, it's okay to sprinkle a little flour as you go along to perfect the consistency. Once the dough becomes thick enough, you'll notice that it'll be hard to mix with a spoon. So at this point, go ahead and ditch the utensil and use your hands, making sure that all the ingredients are thoroughly mixed throughout. You can do this by kneading your dough. Simply sprinkle a little flour so it doesn't stick to your station, and add a little elbow grease as you push the dough down, folding it into itself. Knead your dough for 2 to 3 minutes until you feel it become a Play-Doh consistency. Once you're done kneading, you want to set it aside to rest. This is a very important step because all of the ingredients will start to settle, which is what you need in order to roll it out. Once it's done resting, you're going to notice that the consistency is almost like Play-Doh. Now it's time to craft your tortillas. Tear off a chunk about 1 inch all around. Add a little flour to your working surface and flatten one side of the tortilla and then flip it over and flatten the other side before taking your rolling pin and rolling it flat. Roll the tortilla as flat as possible until it's about 1 millimeter thick. Once you start cooking it, it's going to get a little thicker, so you want it as thin as possible. You should be left with a tortilla that's about 6 to 8 inches in diameter. Now you're ready to cook your tortilla. Warm up your skillet on high heat. If you don't have a cast iron skillet, that's fine. You can use a regular non-stick skillet. Coat the bottom of the skillet with olive oil. Then place your tortilla flat on the skillet and let it brown for about 1 minute or 2 on each side. You may have to flip it a couple times to make sure the heat is evenly distributed. You'll know it's ready when you begin to see a couple blister marks on the tortilla. Then set it aside to cool and it's all ready to eat. You'll see that it folds the same way as regular tortilla, so you can use this to enjoy tacos or even make a wrap. Now you can take your tortillas a step further to make chips. Simply take a tortilla and slice it into 8 pieces, almost as if you would a pizza. And repeat that for as many tortillas as you wish. Once you're done, set the tortillas aside and grab a baking sheet. Spread out the tortilla chips evenly across the pan, then brush them with a little olive oil, and then flip them over and repeat the process. Obviously, this would be easier if I had a silicone brush, but I didn't. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees, then place your chips on the top row in the oven. You want to bake for about 8 to 10 minutes until they're brown and crispy. About 5 minutes through, you're going to take them out and flip it over just so the other side can get a little browned. Place it back in for the last couple minutes, and once it's ready, pull it out, let it cool, and you should be left with some nice crispy chips. And now you have a 2-for-1, both tortillas and chips. The texture of the chips is going to be similar to that of wheat thins. You can enjoy these with guacamole, hummus, or as is.
Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you get a little range in your diet for your Daniel fast. With this Daniel fast, we are given well fed, okay? Not starving spiritually and not starving physically. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and also check out the other videos I have in this Daniel fast series to help you on your Daniel fast journey.